Okay, welcome to Turkish Philanthropy Funds Voices of Partners. I am your host, Elmira Bayraslı. I am coming to you from Brooklyn, New York, where it's nice and sunny, but it's very cold. I hope it's warmer and nicer where you are. As you know, every month we connect with the partners that TPF works with in Turkey. And this month we are joined by Çağdaş Yaşamı Destekleme Derneği and İhtiyac Haritasi. I think I read that okay. I'm old, I need glasses. And I'm excited to talk to Lale Platin, who is the vice chair from Çağdaş Yaşamı Destekleme Derneği. Merhaba Lale Hanım.
Merhaba. Hello again.
Hello. And we are joined by Esra Arslan, who is a board, Arslan, yes, I said that correctly, who is a board member from İhtiyac Haritasi. Merhaba Esra Hanım.
Merhabalar.
So in our discussions, what we like to do is we like to familiarize the people who follow TPF and who contribute to TPF and have them get to know the organizations that partner with Turkish Philanthropy Funds. So Lale Hanım, maybe you can help kick it off and talk about what is Çağdaş Yaşamı Destekleme Derneği? What do you do? What is your mission?
Of course. First of all, I have to send all my regards from all of our board and our president, Professor Ayşe Yüksel, and thank you for inviting us to this meeting. Well, maybe you don't. Most of you don't know about what is Çağdaş Yaşam. We all say this in English. I don't know if it's right or wrong, but the Association to Support Contemporary Living. We try to inform you about what we are doing. Our association established on February 21st, 1989, and our first president was Professor Dr. Aysel Ekşi. Professor Dr. Türkan Saylan was appointed president to our association in 1990 and remained president for 20 years.
Oh, wow.
Until her passing on May 18, 2009. And I am working, and I began to work with her almost 30 years, something like that. And I was almost the first member of our association. And I was very lucky to work with her 22 years continuously, which gives me almost two university diplomas or 4 university diplomas, you may say. We have now 180 branches all over Turkey, and we have on and all approximately 16,000 members. Our mission statement, let me say, is to protect Atatürk's principles and reforms, as well as those of our republic, to respect human rights, to create solutions by using a contemporary lifestyle and education philosophy based on scientific data, as well as to improve our linguistic mildness, thus forming public opinion. As I told you, we have 118 branches. We are, of course, focused on Turkish girls' education. Why girls' education? Because we believe that we first give the opportunity to the girls, because here, still, in our country, unfortunately, families prefer boys to get the education, first of all. if they have some little money and if they have to choose somebody, unfortunately they are choosing boys to get the education first. Now I want to share a little screen to you. Could I?
I think so, yes. Okay, great.
Oh, thank you. That will be the third page, not this one, but the third page, which is this one. If you could read this, striking statistics, which is very, very newly statistics, urban youth unemployment of women has reached 37% in Turkey. In 1991, 36% of employees working in IT related sectors were female. However, in 2019, it has decreased to 25%. Only 26% of the people who work on artificial intelligence are women. Only 5% of startups are founded by women. Just 1.5% of employers are female. And unfortunately, this shows you all our efforts around 31 years is not enough. We try to get our well-being people get together to give our girls to support to their education. But as you see, we have long time to go on. Now, after this COVID situation or pandemic situation, we have another position to fight. Why to fight? Because all those 31 year, all those 31 year, passing 31 year, we were fighting this education balance. But now we have another phase about technology. We made this first pie chart. You can see and statistics to high school students. As you see, computer access for them is not available, which is 60%. Internet access, a little bit more than a little bit they have, but after this pandemic situation, when our Ministry of Education said, okay, students must get into internet or television, whatever, they have to follow their classes from there. They can't because they haven't got any internet, they haven't got any computers. Most of them still haven't got any electricity, not even a television. So this is a very big gap for all of them. For university students, we are a little bit much better. They have 69, no computer, and they can have modem. Why they have modem? Because they are having their mobile phones, and unfortunately, most of our students follow their education from their telephones, which is not good or not enough, of course. So what we are doing, we now starting to get the computers to them. Of course, this is not that much easy, as you know, and our adventure was begin around April. We tried to get 55 computers by our own in our budget. Then after we have Ihtiyac Haritasi, so we are very lucky to be with them, and we have a wonderful family in United States, Tamer Bey and Alia, our famous Alia, she she organized a how could you say gathering or a project, basically a project in her school, one computer, one child. I think you all heard about this. And they connected with İhtiyac Haritası, Esra'nın, they make a wonderful thing to do that. And they organized by Alia's project. They support 250 computers. We gave the addresses and they sent them directly, which is perfect. Their notebooks, fantastic. And home tech company, Tamer Bey, Microsoft, Intel, and of course, Alia is top of this umbrella. She organized all of them. And we are very, very thankful for them. Now we are again taking another 624 notebooks and again tablets and again PCs from all your support, of course. TPF support, supports from Turkey, all our volunteers gave lots of effort to them. So we are in this situation now. Do you want me to follow up some projects as well?
Because why don't we pause there? That was a lot. And I would love to hear from Esra Hanım so that she can tell us a little bit about the mission of İhtiyac Haritası.
Okay.
Esra Hanım, could you tell us about what your organization does?
Sure, of course. Hi to everyone. Of course. Can you hear me clearly?
We can hear you now, yes.
Okay, great. So, İhtiyac Haritası, which is NeedsMap in English, is an online platform actually where people in need meet people who want to support. On NeedsMap, no cash money is allowed. Only the needed items are transferred from the supporters to the people in need. And the needs are, anything you can imagine of. They are the goods, the services, any need that the individuals or the institutions would have and submit on the system actually. And the most important thing is all the needs submitted in on NeedsMap are verified, and all the users, the people need and the supporters as well are also verified to be able to get action on NeedsMap. So NeedsMap, it's been like 5 years now that we are online, and we have really a lot of data on NeedsMap, which allows us to design many CSR projects with different companies. We have operated like different CSR social responsibility, corporate social responsibility projects with more than 70 companies now, corporate actually. And we can design any social responsibility project for any category you can imagine. Like you can have a project for women related to sports, or children related to education. So the data we have enables us to design you any project. And besides this, we have NeedsMap clubs in more than 40 universities now all over Turkey. You can see all needs which is close to you, which helps us actually create responsible communities all over the country. And we started it in Turkey, but now we are aiming to go global. And there is a give and take, which we call it imece. There is a culture in Turkey which belongs to old generations. We were aiming to revive this culture among young people. in Turkey, and then to global this culture, to revive globally this culture in all over the world, actually, to make people support whoever they want to all over the world. And after I can say that we have a really big community of like more than 90,000 users now, and more than 10,000 volunteers all over Turkey. As I said, we have had projects with more than 70 companies, and NeedsMap is the only platform where more than 350 NGOs actually act commonly on a platform. Like they can also submit their needs, or they can, highlight their campaigns. We are supporting all the NGOs in Turkey who do social good business to highlight their projects and get, as we did with Çağdaş Yaşamı Destekleme Derneği, we are highlighting the projects to be able to get more support to them. And actually, I guess the importance of NeedsMap or a system like NeedsMap has been more realized by the communities during the pandemic, because NeedsMap was mentioned as one of the best examples for contactless aid delivery all over the country, because it allows you to send your support to any. It allows you to send peer-to-peer support to anywhere in the world or in the country at the moment. And NeedsMap, in 5 years, we have transferred like more than 2.5 million items from place to place to people in need. And this equals to an economic value, a financial value of more than 100 million Turkish liras, actually. And from the very first day, we were dreaming of getting this, sharing economy to the local businesses, small businesses, SMEs, actually, a part of this, a piece of this financial value, which is now more than a dream. It's becoming real. Like in a week, we will be launching a new module, which is integrated to NeedsMap, which will allow the supporters to buy whatever is needed from the very place of the person in need location itself, which will help the also local the business in the very same place, and generate more revenue for them. That will be a social marketplace, which is the only and first one in Turkey as well as in all the world. So this is what we have been doing, and during the very recent earthquake in Izmir, but before that we had a very strong earthquake also in Elazığ, and that is actually how we started to work and contribute with TPF. Thanks to them, we really receive great support every time. And we are now having a disaster map, or let me say, a map-based system, which will allow us, to act in like hours at the very destination of the disaster itself. And we are now in our way to build this system, which comes from the software of NeedsMap itself.
Okay, great. Well, thank you. I know that both your organizations recently partnered on a campaign with Turkish Philanthropy Funds to give computers to scholarship recipients from Çağdaş Yaşam Destekleme Derneği. And I know, Lale Hanım, you mentioned that in your opening remarks. The campaign is, you mentioned One Child, One Computer, and it was started by a high school student in the Seattle area who raised about $32,000, and TPF was able to support it with $7,000. Could you both talk about how this partnership came to be and how you assess which students to help, or how do you determine which students um, are able to get these computers and what changes have you seen? Radhana, maybe you can start.
Of course. As I showed the charts before, we made a research to our scholarship kids. One is to the lycée, high school kids, the other one's to the university kids. By that, we have the real values of them, and we choose. Of course, we made 6,000 children. We made this research. We unfortunately we had to choose 250 first to give their not the direct address but the branch's address. We maybe you know we have a law. We can't give the name of the children, so we must only give the branches to the İhtiyac Haritası, the name of the branches and the address, and İhtiyac Haritası sent to our branches because those branches, our branches, of course, our branches are connected directly to the children. So they ask to the children and they gave all the papers, everything, the bureaucratic things. And we had some photos and we sent them to the photos and all the papers to them, of course. So we get together by them and we are very happy. And again, thank you face to Esra Hanım and NeedsMap, the English version, İhtiyac Haritası, to them. So this is the way.
Esther, do you want to add to that?
Okay, let me say, yeah, sure. With the pandemic, there has been a lot of all over Turkey. We started campaigns with different corporates. So we started with the health workers actually. There were a lot of medical items needed. So we started with that campaign and then raised the problem for the children, and the computer need for children, students actually, who was gonna have their education online from that moment on. So we started a campaign for university students and for high school students as well. So we had two different partners, and these different partners are the very well known two foundations of actually Turkey, very old ones. And one of them was Toplum Gönüllüleri Vakfı, and the other of them was Çağdaş Yaşamı Destekleme Derneği. And in two actually campaigns, we had Çağdaş Yaşamı Destekleme Derneği because they give scholarships also for university students as well. So we had their scholarship students in both campaigns. And when Alya and Tamer Bey reached us that they wanted to support the students in Turkey, Alya is a high school student, so she wanted to support especially the high school students. So we also had a campaign and had, students in need already verified by the well-known foundation of, Çağdaş Yaşamı Destekleme Derneği. So we NeedsMap, this is what NeedsMap does. We do the right match for the people in need and for the people who want to support. So this was a very perfect match. So what we did was bring together the supporter and Çağdaş Yaşamı Destekleme Derneği and do our best to make those students get their computers as soon as possible.
Great. So
and actually the campaign is still on. The campaign is still on because there are a lot of students in need, and it's not like 200, 300, it's thousands. So we are trying to get all the support we can, and we aim to give every student in need his or her computer. Actually, I just want to, mention something. This is not a need that raised from the pandemic. This was already in Turkey. I mean, these students already needed computers, but they were able to find a computer at school, at the library, or an internet cafe or somewhere. But with the pandemic, this became a really crucial issue. But it was already in Turkey. So it's very important to find support for all those students. In case of any similar, situations, we have to make sure that our students already have access to online education.
Great. So in the remaining few minutes that we have left, can you both just looking forward, how can our community of Turkish Philanthropy Funds supporters help both of your organizations, and what are you hoping to do in the future? Dadahem, maybe we can start with you.
Basically, now, as I told all from the beginning, now we have a very big problem still in computers, as Ezra Hanım told us, not in this pandemic situation, but ever. So, which is very, very important. But we have another very big case to internet access. We have some places, some villages, some cities, even some cities, which has got no internet access still. So even if you have some computer, if you have no internet, you can't get in, of course. So we try to get this superbox or whatever these internet things. We buy them and to send our students for them to get internet easily and well, in good case. So we have a big problem. We need this, and of course computers, still computers, and of course scholarships. And we have these three items. I can't give any priority. Of course, this is all depends up to you, but we have three very big case, which is scholarship, of course, computer, of course, and internet access. This is it. And thank you very, very much again for your support all over these oceans, much miles away from Turkey. And thank you very much for your awareness.
We might be far from Turkey, but Turkey lives right inside of all of us. So thank you,
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Esra.
Thank you very much.
Um, Actually, the community or philanthropy funds can, I know that Turkish philanthropy funds always promote the campaigns which there is a need actually, and especially in disaster times, or in normal times, they always seek for campaigns to support, and they value all the campaigns that we do here. I know that, so it's very valuable and it's very important for us. And actually, the needs, I mean, we know that this COVID-19 situation, we will be with it for quite some time, and it's not going anywhere. So these needs will be still, on and have to be supported. So, as Lale Hanım said, computers are crucial needs for students, but internet is a need also for all the students, which we can use the support for. And we are still having, I mean, 2020 is the year of, disasters, let's say. I don't want to say that, but it is. And we don't know if it's going to go like this or not, but if it does, we are experienced, and we do our best to, respond in the best way we can. So NeedsMap will be always everywhere to be able to support whatever is needed and wherever is needed. So we'll try to do our best to distribute the resources efficiently all over Turkey, actually, to all the foundations and to all the people as well. So I will appreciate if you can just, telling this to the community, if you can just up on our social medias. I mean, we are sharing everything that we are doing, and you can always find a reason to support us because it always is. Where there is life, there is a need, I can say. And I'm always hopeful. I know that as long as we are aware, as long as we want to make a difference, as long as we want to do something, we always can find a way to do it. So, and I want everyone to remember that you mustn't underestimate the power of good-willed people in this world. Whatever has changed by the help of them. So we can all together make a difference.
That's a wonderful note to end on. Thank you very much, Esra Hanım. I totally agree. And we certainly have seen that at Turkish Philanthropy Funds. We know that there is a large community that is very interested in helping organizations like İhtiyac Haritasi and Çağdaş Yaşam Destekleme Derneği. And I want to thank that community for tuning in to another session of Voices of Partners. Our next session will be on December 9th. We will send out information about that. Until then, I wish you a very good afternoon and evening wherever you are. And Lale Hanım and Esra Hanım, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you very much again for inviting us.
Great. And you can learn more about their partnership if you go to tpffunds.org. There's a campaign. You can see it on the bottom of your screen. It's donate.tpf.org/campaign/NeedsMap and CYDD. And so you can donate to their efforts to distribute computers throughout Turkey. Have a great afternoon, good evening, everyone.
Thank you very much. Bye-bye.